Five Guys has been on top of the fast food burger game for generations, but they've got some unexpected competition coming out of the Midwest. The big question in this meaty matchup: can you live without sesame seeds? ButterBurgers are Culver's signature sandwich. With fresh, never-frozen beef and a lightly buttered and toasted bun, you can count on crisped edges on every ButterBurger patty. There are 5 different signature Culver's burgers to choose from, and if you're in the mood for something different, the Sourdough Melt and Wisconsin Melt ditch their standard buns in favor of slices of sourdough bread. Culver's doesn't shy away from toppings either. A ButterBurger can come with ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, bacon, mushrooms, grilled or raw onions, and 3 types of cheese.
Ketchup, mustard, pickle, and onion?
Not a fan of the one-size-fits-all approach? All burgers can be ordered as a single, double, or triple. Whether you're in the mood for a classic Culver's Deluxe or feel like building your own ButterBurger, the world is your oyster at Culver's. When it comes to ordering a burger, Five Guys cuts to the chase. Your options are the hamburger, cheeseburger, bacon burger, or bacon cheeseburger. Just beware that their standard burger comes with 2 patties, and you'll need to order a little version if you only want one. With 15 different toppings, customization is the name of the game at Five Guys. In addition to burger standards like mayo, ketchup, and mustard, the chain offers hot sauce, barbecue sauce, and A1 sauce. For veggies, Five Guys offers some less conventional options like green peppers, grilled mushrooms, and jalapenos. But fear not, they still have classics like lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and onions on deck. In terms of buns, we hope you like sesame seeds because that's the only style Five Guys offers. And if you're craving a patty melt, Five Guys can cook one up by flipping a bun inside out and pressing it flat on the grill. Gluten-free or cutting carbs? Five Guys also offers bun-free burger options in their lettuce wraps. We started this burger off with a classic double ButterBurger cheese topped with ketchup, raw onions, lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles. The name ButterBurger may come from the bun, but the beef is the real star here. Thanks to Culver's smash burger technique, the edges of each patty were nice and crispy. Every bite was extremely flavorful, and since the patties are on the thinner side, a double from Culver's doesn't feel too heavy. The cheese and toppings also held their own. Culver's uses raw slices of red onion, which definitely added a nice pop of flavor, but got overwhelming in particularly onion-heavy bites. The shredded lettuce ensures some greens in every bite, but it can get a bit wilted under the burger's heat. The tomato was iffy at best, so we just might skip that next time. But the thick pickle slices were fantastic and added a satisfying crunch and some welcome acidity. Bacon is a cheat code when it comes to improving food, and we tested that by ordering a single Culver's Bacon Deluxe.
I would argue that everybody loves bacon.
This time around, we switched the raw onions for grilled mushrooms and sautéed onions, but we kept the pickles, mayo, lettuce, and tomatoes. Switching to grilled onions was the right call. The sharp taste of the onion mellowed out, and the flavor was more evenly spread across the burger. The mushrooms added a subtle earthiness and good texture. Of course, the bacon was the star, at least when it was there. While Culver's bacon is relatively thick as far as fast food goes, we still wish there was more of it. In the ideal bacon cheeseburger, you'll never need to suffer through a baconless bite, but with only a few strips on this sandwich, we dealt with these bites more than once. The bottom line is that it's still a solid burger, but the beef patties provide so much flavor already, we're not sure the bacon is a must.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Moving on to the competition, there's no way around it. Five Guys makes a big burger, and with 2 patties as the standard size, it's a beefy one at that. For the toppings, we once again opted for ketchup, onion, lettuce, pickles, and tomatoes. The first thing we noticed is that, while tasty, Five Guys' classic sesame seed bun doesn't quite stack up against the buttery alternative from Culver's. What does win out are the toppings. The whole lettuce leaves provide a crisp crunch, while the chopped white onions offer a more mild flavor than the red ones at Culver's. We went with American cheese here and at Culver's and didn't detect much of a difference in flavor, though the beef was a different story. Neither Culver's nor Five Guys uses frozen burger patties. In fact, Five Guys claims their stores aren't even equipped with freezers. And while their fresh ground beef patties are plenty juicy, they don't quite stack up to the flavor-packed beef at Culver's. Unlike Culver's, bacon really does upgrade the burgers at Five Guys. The good news is, Five Guys doesn't hesitate to pile on the pork. The strips might be on the thinner side, but they were plentiful. Just like with our Culver's Bacon Deluxe, we filled this burger with grilled onions and mushrooms. And once again, the Five Guys white onions won out with their nice caramelized flavor. Like any burger from this chain, the little bacon cheeseburger was a messy one. It came wrapped in foil, which was covered in its own layer of grease thanks to Five Guys' liberal fry policy. By the time we unwrapped our burger, the top bun was already saturated with grease and juice from the beef. It still tasted good, but if you don't plan on eating your burger immediately, Five Guys might not be the best call. It wasn't an easy call, but we have to give the win to Culvers. Their major edge comes from their smashed, crispy patties. Beyond the added texture, the beef really carries the ButterBurger's flavor, which is no small feat. And while packaging may not seem like a major factor in food quality, the Culver's burger box prevented the bun from soaking up too much grease and sauce like we saw in the Five Guys bags. In fairness to Five Guys, the checkered chain is really known for its toppings, and they delivered on that front. The diced onions are a major step up from sliced red onions, and whole leaf lettuce and plentiful bacon are enough to elevate a good burger to great. If you're a plain hamburger person, Five Guys is not for you. But if you like to test the limits of what can fit between two sesame seed buns, you'll feel right at home. If this were also a test of each chain's French fries or frozen treats, there might be a different outcome. But when it comes to burgers and burgers alone, Culver's has the edge.